Hello students, welcome to my second lecture of ionic equilibrium. In last lecture, we have discussed different theories of acids and bases like Arrhenius theory, Brownstein and Lowry theory, Lewis theory, conjugate acids and bases. Today I am going to explain electrolytes and different types of electrolytes, degree of dissociation of weak electrolytes, dissociation constant, molar conductance, relation between molar conductance and degree of dissociation. So let us see what is meant by electrolytes and what are the types of electrolytes. The substance which dissociates completely or partially in aqueous solutions is called as electrolytes. There are three main types of electrolytes: strong electrolytes, weak electrolytes, and moderate electrolytes. So, let us see definition of strong electrolytes. The electrolytes which dissociates completely in their dilute solutions and show maximum conductivity are called strong electrolytes. HCl, HNO3, NaOH, KOH, H2SO4. These are the examples of strong electrolytes. Means all strong acids and all strong bases will act as a strong electrolytes. Now weak electrolytes. The electrolytes which dissociates partially in their dilute solutions and show poor conductivity are called as weak electrolytes. Silver chloride, silver iodide, acetic acid. These are the examples of weak electrolytes. Now, third type is moderate electrolyte. The electrolyte which dissociates moderately in dilute solutions and show measurable conductivity are called as moderate electrolytes. Silver nitrate, barium chloride, sodium sulfate. These are the examples of moderate electrolytes. Now let us see degree of dissociation. This point is actually applicable for weak acids and weak bases because weak acids and weak bases does not dissociate completely into aqueous solution. So, how can you define degree of dissociation? It is actually a ratio of number of moles dissociated from the total number of moles. Or you can say degree of dissociation is the amount of solute dissociated into ions per mole, and it is indicated by alpha. Alpha means degree of dissociation is related to molar conductivity of weak electrolytes, and molar conductivity ratio of molar conductivity to the molar conductivity of infinite dilution is called as degree of dissociation also. Means this is the relation between degree of dissociation and molar conductivity. Molar conductance means it is a ratio of conductivity to the concentration. This small k means conductivity and C means concentration. You can also write molar conductance is equal to K into V or 1000 K divided by C. The symbol for molar conductivity is lambda or lambda m, and it is measured in Siemens per meter per molarity. So, how can you remember degree of dissociation? It is the number of moles dissociated from total number of moles, and this degree of dissociation is applicable for weak acids and weak bases. Now, let us see dissociation constant of acids and bases. For explaining dissociation constant or to understand dissociation constant, we have to consider weak acids and weak bases. We know weak acid and weak bases does not dissociate completely in water. So let us consider example of weak acid. Ha is a weak acid. This reacts with water and gives H3O plus and A minus ions. So dissociation constant is a constant of concentration of product to the concentration of reactant. In above reaction, forward reaction indicates Ha and H2O in reactant side and H3O plus and A minus are in product side. So how can you write dissociation constant of the above reaction? It is indicated by Ka and Kb. So Ka is equal to concentration of H3O plus into concentration of A minus divided by concentration of Ha. Means concentration of product divided by reactant is called as dissociation constant of weak acid. Now similarly you can write dissociation constant for weak base. Consider B is a weak base, reacts with water and gives Hb plus and OH minus ions. And in this equation you have to consider first forward reaction only. So you can write dissociation constant of base Kb is equal to concentration of Hb plus into concentration of OH minus divided by concentration of B. This square bracket indicates concentrations of reactant and product. So in this way you can calculate dissociation constants of acids and bases. Is pKa and pKb expressed by using this formula. pKa is equal to minus log Ka and pKb is equal to minus log Kb. Means this is the another way of expressing the acid base dissociation constant. Now next topic is Ostwald's dilution law and dissociation constant. Means relation between degree of dissociation and dissociation constant. Always remember that degree of dissociation is the number of moles of the substance dissociated from total number of moles and indicated by alpha. And similarly, dissociation constant indicated by Ka or Kb. So again consider Ha. Ha is a weak acid and we know weak acid partially dissociates in aqueous solution. So Ha converted into H plus ions and A minus ions, but not completely. It is partially dissociated. So consider initial concentration of Ha is C and at initial concentration of H plus and A minus will be 0 at initial phase. Now what will happen in equilibrium condition or equilibrium position? Some H plus ions and A minus ions will form in aqueous solution. And consider C alpha H plus ions and C alpha A minus ions will form in aqueous solutions. So what will happen? Some Ha will remain as it is in aqueous solution. And consider C 1 minus alpha Ha molecules remains present in aqueous solutions at equilibrium condition. So how will you write dissociation constant of the above equation or reaction? We know dissociation constant means concentration of product divided by concentration of reactant. So in above reaction, concentration of H plus and concentration of A minus are product and concentration of Ha is a reactant. So you can write Ka is equal to C alpha into C alpha, means these are the concentrations of H plus ions and A minus ions, divided by C 1 minus alpha, and this is concentration of Ha. But in this equation, alpha is nearly equal to 1. So alpha is very small, hence 1 minus alpha is considered nearly equal to 1, and hence this equation becomes Ka is equal to C alpha. Above equation converted into Ka is equal to C alpha. Hence alpha is equal to root of Ka divided by C. This is actually relation between degree of dissociation and dissociation constant. Alpha is equal to root of Ka divided by C. And similarly, for weak bases, this equation becomes alpha is equal to under root of Kb divided by C. But we know concentration of H plus is equal to C alpha. This is another formula. H plus ions is equal to C alpha, means concentration into alpha. So substitute value of alpha in this equation. You will get final equation, means H plus ions is equal to root of Ka into C. In this way, you can calculate Ka, means dissociation constants of acids and bases. You can also calculate degree of dissociation and concentration. So next point, ionic product of water, we will discuss in next lecture. So thank you.